Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So we found some more land. Well, we knew it was here, but we found it and we're gonna try grazing it. It's this hillside right back here, and I'm gonna throw up a map of what the property looks like and show exactly where this piece of ground is on the farm so you can kind of see. And so what this does, this is actually a pretty important piece. This kind of completes the ability for us to circularly rotate the animals all across every bit of the grazing area that we've got on the farm. So today, JW and Newman are here. We're going to work on clearing the fence line. There's some trees on it. We're going to work on clearing that out. We're going to straighten some stuff up, fix some fence. It's a little rough towards the top. It's going to take us a little time, a little work to get this put together. We're going to do that. There's some real small pine saplings in here. I think we're probably going to cut some or most of those down, pile those up somewhere. And then we're going to try to put the cows on this today.
No.
We're not, okay. So it won't be ready today, but we're going to get them real close so that we can get the animals on this and get to grazing. So hang out with us for a little bit. Let's do a little fence work and let's move some cows. Let's not move, we ain't moving them. So we're throwing our brush right here. This is a little bit of a hole, and the previous owner had already piled some logs and some other brush and that kind of thing in here. We're just trying to fill it in with, you know, some carbonaceous material that'll just break down over time. But right now it's just a big hole. There's nothing in there for the cattle to graze, so we're just gonna let's zoom in a little bit. We're just gonna toss all of our stuff right in there, and that'll be a good place for it. They're gonna have a pathway right over here along the edge. We're gonna put a rope gate in right there at the end of that fence line so that we can control access between here and back over there where they're at now. So a little more orientation on where we are. This is the field back behind the shop that the cows are on right now. They've been back here for a couple days, and we're just trying to give them another spot to graze on.
All this junk, you don't want none of it.
No, Lord no, it's just trash. All right, I don't know if the camera's gonna do this really justice or not, but we've been at this for an hour and a half, 2 hours now, with JW on one side of the fence cutting, Newman on the other side of the fence cutting. On the back side, when Newman would cut, he's just pulling stuff and putting it back over into the woods on the neighbor's property. And everything that JW's cutting over here, we're pulling it out from the fence, and I've been dragging it down and putting it in that, that big pit down there. But again, I don't know if the camera's going to do this justice or not, but we've really got this just in an hour and a half. We've cleared the fence, and we've got it looking pretty good. And the pleasant surprise for us has been that in most places it's pretty good. It's not bad at all. We've got a couple of strands about 2/3 of the way down the hill that are broken, but they're not missing. So I think we can cut us a patch piece, pull it nice and tight, and crimp it back together, and it's going to be okay. I've not seen any missing posts. That's a real plus. We don't have to bring any posts in, put any posts up, but we are going to have to patch and pull some tension in a couple places, and even in a couple places it's there, it's just loose, and we just need to tighten it up, which is super simple to do with that goldenrod tool. So there's still a few little pines like this. I don't know if this shows them on camera, like this, that's growing in the field. We're going to whack those off, cut them off. But this is nice. This is going to make a huge difference for us to be able to rotate around the farm in a big circular pattern. So, okay, we're going to break for lunch, come back, finish pulling brush, and see if we can't get this fence in nice shape, get it tight.
Unless you went and got yours. Well, I guess you got yours.
Yeah, I've got mine.
You got yours.
Okay, let's cut us a patch piece to put in that one right there. Okay. Cold as it's been lately, it might have been a polar bear. Yeah, these work like this. See, they work a whole lot better. That's why I like these. So I don't know. Y'all see these at like Tractor Supply and stuff, and they're cheap Chinese made. Go to a flea market, an antique store, a yard sale, and pick you up 2 or 3 pair of them. You can usually get them cheaper than what you get them at the big box store for. This one, I got one of them. It's marked 1913. Put you a little PB blaster on them, and man, they're just fantastic for different ones. I got a hammer on them. You can cut your wire with them. So you can twist those on. So I mean, they're just, those fencing pliers are handy as the pocket on a shirt. So y'all, I guess I'm late to the party, but these things are, I mean, you know, we're cutting, that's two strands of wire wove together for the barbed wire. And it just, those things, I mean, they just got a little cutter right there. Just snips it right off. They're handy. I want to give a real quick shout out to those folks that are supporting us on Patreon. Links in the description down below. We get so many emails, comments, Facebook messages, questions about things. It's hard for us to answer them all. But I guarantee if you're a Patreon member, I'm going to answer your question. Also, we're going to add you to our private Facebook group. We've got some good discussion going on over there. Folks are starting to introduce themselves. We're starting to build a nice community there. Patreon, links in the description down below. It's a $5 a month deal. Super simple. If you have more complicated questions and you feel like you need some help on your farm, enterprises, you know, you just want some consulting work done, we're also doing that. I'm going to post a link in the description down below. We do phone, Zoom calls. We offer on-farm, private on-farm tours where you come out, see what we're doing. We talk about how those things work, how you can do them on your farm, on your own farm. And then we also will offer coming to your farm and looking at your property, talking about your infrastructure, things that you need, help you adjust your goals, make sure that you're maximizing your potential there. So links in the description down below for that. If either one of those interest you, click on that, follow along, and we'll see if we can help you out. Okay, so we've got everything from here back up, which is about 1/3 of the way down the hill, patched, pulled tight, and I mean this stuff looks, this stuff here looks good. I mean, it's nice and tight, and upright, spacing's nice. So again, the nice thing, no posts were missing, and not big pieces of the fence itself were missing. So this is good. Now we're going to concentrate on getting down off the hill. And y'all, this is steep. I don't know if the camera does this justice. It's steep. So there's a couple places on down the hill here where it's kind of saggy and loose and needs a little bit of tightness. We're going to finish that up, and we'll be able to call this one done.
We're gonna have to push it back before Yeah.
Okay, I think we're done with the fencing project, and this has only taken us a couple hours, and we've added. We're thinking that this field on this hillside is maybe 3/4 or even an acre. I mean, it's a pretty good sized spot. But the boys done a great job of just cleaning all this fence line up. You know, earlier this morning you couldn't have stood here and saw the fence up through there. I mean, it looks fantastic. And we've pulled it. I mean, it's nice and back out. It's nice and tight. Looks good up off the ground. The 4-strand barb evenly spaced. We're clear all the way down through there. So, I mean, it just, man, this looks great. So, we decided we're going to move these cows this afternoon. Or, well, we're going to give them access this afternoon. The cows are on the other side of a wire, which is right there at their drinker. You can kind of see it right there. So we're going to open that up, bring them on this side of that wire. They'll have access to come through our new gate right there. We still got to we're going to put a rope gate up down there. Something that you can just put up and take down, real temporary, easy to move. So they can come through there. JW's going to pull a wire from starting right there at that corner around. We put her post out, Newman put her post out all the way around the edge of this field. Oh my God, let me back out. All the way around the edge of this field up to the top of the hill, and then we've got another wire stretched across the back up there. So I think we're in real good shape here. Man, sure it's pretty out here today. All right, so we can wrap this thing up. All right, I think we can wrap this deal up. Got the fence line clear. Went ahead and called the cows over, as you saw. They came over to the new side, and they're already doing exactly what we had hoped they would do. You can kind of see them there. And that's munching on that grass and going ahead and some of that tall, woody stuff that's around. They're going ahead and knocking all that down, and that's what we want. Just like finding money. You know, for every additional section of ground that we can develop and get animals on, that's more animals that we can support. So this is important to be able to get this area up, get the fence in, be able to run some more animals on it, and get them grazing. So I think that's going to do it. I've got Mongo back here. He's trying to chew on some fence posts on the back of the buggy. So like we always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.